Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I am. You may be thinking, Lucy, you haven't driven the car much yet. Every video you've done, you've just been walking around it, pointing things out, or cleaning it. So I thought I should probably drive it at some point. We are, darling. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? I still need to set my memory seat, actually, because George has put his on number 2. He's left me one, very courteous, in my car. So I need to get that right. So hopefully on this drive, I'll be able to lock in my memory seat. But in today's video, we've got a 2-year-old, guys. There's going to be a bit of background noise in this video. I can't help that. So I thought today's video, we could talk about the reason why I drive the 2 most hated cars in the UK. Very dramatic statement. So we are today heading off for a lovely countryside day with our friends Chelsea and Ian, and we're meeting them at a place called Wakehurst Place. Audi, well done mate. He's starting to spot cars. He knows Audi, Nissan, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Range Rover, BMW of course. So it's a National Trust place, really nice walk, loads of nice gardens and stuff, and it's quite a nice long drive, so it's a good run in the Range Rover. We like to make sure with these cars that we're taking them on long runs frequently, because George and I both go to the gyms. One of us goes every night a week sort of thing, if that makes sense. Like one of us will be at the gym, so they're always like nipping back and forth on short journeys, so we like to make sure that we fairly frequently take them on longer runs as well, because I think it's very good for them just to get the car up to like higher speeds. And when I go on these longer car journeys, I have picked up a little bit of a bad habit recently. I mean, I kind of blame the fact that I'm a mum, I'm a parent now, and I'm basically knackered all the time, but I feel like a soft drink gives me a bit of a boost, like a Coke or something. But I do want the caffeine in the middle of the day, but I can't seem to drop the habit of picking up a soft drink that I know isn't good for me until now. Presenting something that I've been using recently that I've become rather fond of. This is a product called Holy. They're these little sachets you get in boxes with cool little characters on, which I'm kind of obsessed with. You add the sachet to some water, give it a shake. This is this one here, it's called Strawberry Shark. It's strawberry and tangerine flavour, delicious. Not only is it full of vitamins and good stuff, it has caffeine in as well. Consciously, I feel way better drinking it because I know it's not full of sugar, full of bad like additives and bad flavourings. They literally advertise as no bullshit. So that's what we're all about here. The iced tea one they do has like antioxidants and more fibre and stuff in. And then they've got the hydration one full of electrolytes and minerals. Can we just ignore this, by the way? It's a spider bite. And the fact that a spider was crawling on my face in the night and me not knowing about it, I can't quite get my head around it. So can we just ignore that, thank you. The packet, look how small it is. I can just shove loads of these in my bag. I can even leave them in like the middle console of the car. The starter pack's really cool. You can just try out and see which one your favourite's gonna be. So you can get £5 off your first order, minimum spend £14.99 using code LUCY5. Or you can get 10% off using code just Lucy. Well, no, not just Lucy, using code Lucy on the screen right now. So I'm not gonna be out filming these videos anymore without one of these with me. Keep me hydrated, keep me caffeinated, keep me full of vitamins and all that good stuff. I get a lot of comments saying, Lucy, actually more in the last few videos, Lucy, why have you bought another Range Rover, another L322? You know they're the most unreliable car ever. I get comments saying, I work for the AA and someone says to me, what's the most common car that needs fixing on a breakdown? And they say a Range Rover. I've had mechanics comment and email me saying, Lucy, stop buying these cars. I'm telling you, I know them inside and out, stop buying them. So I wanted to talk about like the reason I keep doing it and kind of what my pull is to them. So firstly, the reason I keep buying them, and I had another comment, sorry, I'm just reading all these off, I keep thinking of them, saying, Lucy, we're bored of this. Well, didn't actually say that, that's how I read it. We've already seen an L322, do you not want to mix it up, get something different? If you don't already know, we're currently looking for a Porsche 911, 996 or 997, and actually, just to throw something else into the mix, we've actually, do I want to say it? People are going to rip me in the comments. We were actually looking at a Boxster the other day because I thought to myself, if we go straight in for a 996 or 997, if we go straight in for a 911, are we kind of going in too heavy? Do we need to experience the progression, start with a Boxster, sell it, get a 996, sell it, get a 997, sell it? Do we need to do it that way? Because otherwise we're going straight in with like best of the best, and maybe it's too quick. Maybe we should experience the Boxster, and I know they're great cars as well. I know it's like a love or hate. Some people say, oh, it's a Boxster, that's the worst Porsche, but it's still a Porsche. So I was thinking I could even do a whole series of videos on that. There's basically a lot of ideas being thrown out there at the moment. So we are looking for something else as well as this. But the right thing's not come up yet, and I'm not in any huge rush. I'm not gonna just grab the first thing I see like I did with this car. I wanna make sure that I'm getting one that's being well looked after, and there's a lot of like deeper problems with Porsches with if they haven't had, for example, if they haven't had the IMS bearing done. You've got to look for like bore scoring. Anyway, this is not a video about that. Still on the hunt for that. One of the videos coming soon on the channel, actually, I'm being sent a 4x4. That's all the hint you're getting so far from another manufacturer that I'm very excited to have try out for the week. So there'll be a review coming soon on that. So get your guesses in the comments. One of the most popular 4x4s today, I would say. There's a lot of other things happening on the channel, but this is a car that I just love to own. And when I didn't have one on the driveway for about 8 or 9 months, it felt like there was a gap, physically and literally and emotionally and mentally. It's like, I don't know, unless you've owned / driven one of these, it's one of those, like, if you know, you know. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense financially to own a car like this. It really doesn't. It is silly. It's a money pit. Yes, you can say, oh, if you look after it, it'll be fine. It won't be. Let's be honest, something will go wrong, whether you throw all the money in the world at it or not. But there is just this pull, and I don't know why, I can't explain it. It's like a gravitational pull towards these cars. Never known anything like it, but for now, I'm very happy owning one of these again. I think I just missed having like oil all over my drive as a nice kind of feature of the house. I'm joking, this one actually, this one hasn't got an oil leak. It's got a bit of wetness, it's a little bit damp. But it's not so much leaking yet, so I don't know where that's gonna go. But yeah, I'm really happy to have one back in my life. It's so practical for me, like just throwing stuff in the boot. Like, kids come with a lot of stuff. We like to do lots of outdoory things. The boot is amazing, and just having a car that you're like, yeah, I can take that to the tip for you, no problem. Yeah, I can pick you up. I've got loads of space in the back. It's just a handy, practical car to have. Of course, as well, I love driving it. I love how they drive. I love how they look. I love how I feel driving it. Like, you feel really high up on the road, which is a really, really great place to be. I feel like that's like a car YouTuber classic. It's just a great place to be, but I'm gonna say it. But yeah, anyway, these have got a bad rep. Range Rovers, I think, do have a bit of a reputation that some folk may acquire one to, how do we say this on YouTube without being demonetized, to distribute some chemical substances, especially with these window tints and dark wheels. Goodness me. George said I sound like I need to clear my throat. I was at Hendu this weekend singing karaoke, so that might be why. Do you not like it? Do you not think it's quite sexy?
Nothing to do with the 4 bottles of wine.
I didn't drink wine. I was on the Aperol Spritz, thank you very much. So yes, people seem like, if you don't have a Range Rover, I think there's a bad rep for those 2 reasons. And then our second car, third car, however you want to say it, technically this is our third car, if we're talking about the order we got them in. One of the other cars we've got is a BMW 330e. What is it? Why do people hate BMW drivers? The amount of like memes I see on the internet that's like, oh, it's not indicating, must be a BMW driver. I mean, fair enough, like, some BMW drivers don't indicate, but there is this like feeling when you're in a BMW that people just won't let you out. And I remember when I first learnt to drive, when I first got my driver's license, I was in my mum's 1996 Nissan Micra gem, dark green, and that's where my love for green cars comes from. It all makes sense. Every single person would let you go wherever you wanted to do. It was like people would stop traffic for you. The road would just open up wherever you went. People would say, oh, there's a Micra coming, everyone stop. Let her through, come on, it's all yours, it's all yours. I swear to God, driving was a lot easier. BMWs, not interested. I start indicating, they're like, have a day off. No chance, mate, you're not coming through. Can someone tell me if it's just me? People close up gaps. People go out of their way to close a gap, even if there's plenty of room. If I start indicating I want to change lane, they're like, no chance. They start going as close as they can to the car in front, basically causing a crash in order to avoid letting me go. So people don't like BMWs, don't know why. I even feel like it's more it's not even like a German car thing. It's not like Audi and Mercedes get the same treatment. I do feel like there is a discrimination against us BMW drivers. So let's join a club, all come together. I know that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But let me know in the comments if it is just me. Maybe I'm just incredibly insecure and I think people don't like me. I've just noticed that in both cars that people don't really want to let you go, and I just feel like overall they are probably the 2 most hated cars in the UK. Although, this is a fun game. What do you think the most hated car in the UK is? And why? Leave me a comment below. And also I think with this car specifically, I think because we're so big, people always look at you like, do you really need a car that big? Like, do you? There's nothing behind, there's no horse box behind you, you're not towing anything. Do you really need a car that big? The other day we had someone, we like really squeezed into a bush to let someone go, and they were in a car that wasn't good for off-roading at all, but there was plenty of room for them to get around. And the lady literally looked at us and shook her head. She was like, what are you doing? And I'm literally I'm half in a bush, love. Like, I'm out of your way but people just shake their heads almost like in just like a disapproving look. Please do share any like similar road incident stories below, because maybe it is just me in this car, I don't know, but I feel like other drivers don't like me very much. But then on the other hand, when we drive the Lotus, we've got a Lotus Elan M100, beautiful little sports car. People love that, and we get thumbs up all the time. It's like, cool car, nice car. It's like people spot it and it's almost like we're in like a little Hot Wheels car, and people maybe get a bit of like nostalgia perhaps. And I know exactly why we get a better experience in the Lotus. It's because it's a nice car, but it's not too flashy. It's a 1.6, so it's quick, but it's not like crazy and loud and in your face. And it just seems like for some reason people respect us more in it and respect the car more. People like to see you doing okay, but they don't want to see you doing too well. There seems to be more respect for that car, whereas in this, zero respect. M4 I found was half and half. There was a bit of respect in that, but also a lot more disgust. It's another BMW thing. That's the other thing as well, like you can pick these up fairly cheap. We got this for 8.5 grand. It's not an expensive car. It's not that lavish really, like it was when it was brand new, but now it's on 158,000 miles on the clock. Like I almost want to say to everyone, like, guys, calm down. It's not a brand new Range Rover. I'm not that flashy. I'm not loaded, and our BMW's leased. We don't even own that. In other news, boot struts have been ordered. They're coming soon. And we've got it booked in with the garage next week to get the seat belt. It's fraying a bit, which is like an MOT advisory. And we've got the new seat belt and we're getting it fitted next week. I think it's quite like an involved job. I was going to have a go at doing it myself, but I just thought, you know what, I haven't got time right now. And I need a decent seatbelt. Oh, I have a message for one viewer in particular, Clive. Are you there, Clive? If you're watching, Clive, if you can hear me, if you are watching this, hello, how are you? I haven't heard back from... I'm literally chasing an email on a YouTube video, I can't cope. I haven't heard back from my latest email, just asking if the wheels are still available, because I am very much interested in purchasing your wheels. I think I have decided to go for silver, guys. I think I'm ditching the black. So like I said, if anyone would like to buy my lovely gunmetal grey L322 wheels, they're in pretty good condition. I just cleaned them all up. They've had that wheel armour put on them on the last detailing video we did. Then send me an email here. But Clive, are your wheels still available? Please get back to me in the next 3 to 5 working days. No, I'm joking. Well, I'm not actually joking. I would quite like yours. Okay, personal message is over. Clive, you can relax now. We're all good. It's also booked in to get the boot looked at. So as we know, the little switch isn't working and the strut is broken. So that should be an easy fix. The strut's, it's like a physical thing as opposed to like an electronic. It's more like a mechanical fix that I can wrap my head around a lot quicker than all the electric stuff. That's the only thing with these cars. The idea of working on anything myself that's electrical is a bit like, because it's just so like in depth. But once we've got the boot sorted and the seatbelt sorted, we can then like move on to the fun stuff and get really into some of the not the modifications necessarily. It's more like bringing it back to the original spec, restoration. So yeah, they're my updates. I hope you enjoyed that. But thank you so much everyone who watches these videos, because back when I first started the channel many years ago, like a year and when was it, like 2 years ago now, I never thought I'd actually grow any sort of audience. I kind of just started putting videos out there to see what happened, and the fact that we've got like 18,000 subscribers now is pretty wild, and we get some decent views on the videos. It's really cool. I'm so grateful for all the, that's quite nice, isn't it, in front? I am yet to drive one of them, hopefully soon. Anytime I have a question, I have like hundreds of comments and emails and DMs from Instagram of people like helping me. It's so helpful. I can't tell you how great it is having an audience that know what they're talking about firstly, who've got experience, because I'm new to all this really. I know how to make a video, I know how to drive a car, but like doing like more technical stuff with cars, making other decisions is a bit new to me. So I'm very happy to have my own Wikipedia page in you guys. A wealth of knowledge at my fingertips. I don't Google things anymore, I just ask questions on YouTube. It's very handy. So if anyone's got, actually, use my comment section please, because often people will say something and they'll get like loads of comments off the back of it. So if anyone's got any questions that they want answered, let's use the comments like a little forum in this video. So if you've got a car and you think maybe someone that's watching this might know, we've got mechanics watching, we've got parts managers, we've got recovery drivers, car enthusiasts, car owners, people that love a tinker, people that are into their more in-depth stuff. Like there's a lot of different people watching these videos. So if you have got any questions, I would actually recommend writing out one in the comments, because I think people do seem to quite like and enjoy helping others in replying to their stuff there. So feel free, I don't mind. So I am gonna end this video here. It's all been driving, what a treat. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I said, a cool review video coming soon. Shall I give you more of a clue? It's a car that I mentioned it in a video recently, that I saw one that I like the colour of. There you go, that's your clue. If you're an avid watcher, you will know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then it serves you right for not watching my videos. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next Lucy on Cars. Goodbye.